The stage lights dim, but the silence is loud, searching for one face in a faceless crowd. I gave my soul to the rhythm and the beat, but I'm still walking down a one-way street. My hands are shaking, my voice is thin. Where does the performance end and I begin? I traded my secrets for a melody, hoping the echoes would set me free. I built a kingdom on shifting sand, reaching out for a phantom hand. The gold on my skin feels heavy and cold, just another story that's already been told. And I beg for love like a hungry ghost. At the very moment I needed it most, I screamed at the sky until my throat was raw. But I couldn't fill the hole that nobody saw. Yeah, I begged for love, just a crumb, just a spark. Now I'm dancing alone in the beautiful dark. Is anybody listening? Is anybody there? Or am I just shouting into the empty air? I don't want the lights, I just wanna be known. And I beg for love like a hungry ghost. At the very moment I needed it most, I screamed at the sky until my throat was raw. But I couldn't fill the hole that nobody saw. Yeah, I begged for love, just a crumb, just a spark. Now I'm dancing alone in the beautiful dark. Just a spark, I'm begging now. Stadium crowd atmosphere, loud applause, great cheers. Distant shouts echoing in the room. Hey! I smile through the cracks in my heart, set on fire like it was true. Every goodbye swallowed whole, every tear I let go alone. These are the tears I never showed, the nights I cried when you came home. I held the storm behind my eyes so you could sleep, so you'd be alright. I've broken ways you'll never know, loved you deep then let you go. I learned to bleed without a sound. These are the tears I never showed. I cheered you on while I was fading, put your dreams before my own. I'll be careful, strong one always, so you never feel alone. I wore forgiveness like a promise, even when it tore me apart. You were standing in the light while I was breaking in the dark. Every truth I left unspoken, every piece of me was broken. These are the tears I never showed, the love I gave, the pain I owed. I kissed your scars, ignored my own, just to keep us holding on. I stayed too long, I let you go, still loving you in under trust. I learned the drown without a sound. These are the tears I never showed. If loving you is losing me, I paid the price winning you, but I'm tired of being brave in a love that couldn't stay. I won't hide behind my smile, I won't beg for love this time. These are the tears that finally on over, breathing on my own. I gave you everything I had, even when you cheated, friend. I let them fall, I let them flow. I won't carry this alone. It's time to know I found my goal. No more tears I never should. Stadium crowd swells, soft applause we trust. Echo voices hum the melody. I loved you more than I let on. And now I'm finally moving on. Stadium crowd atmosphere, loud applause, great cheers. reverb says. The room was quiet, but my heart was loud. Walls heard secrets I never said out loud. Phone lights blinking like they knew my pain. Every smile I posted full, so fake. Your name's still sleeping on my tongue, but I bite it back. I've learned to run from memories that hold too tight. That's when I cried alone at night. I held my breath so I wouldn't break. Told myself how much one soul can take. The world kept turning on. Up with tears I whispered into prayer. I cried alone at night when no one saw me fall. I was shouting in daylight, but breaking through walls. I smiled just to survive. When my heart learned how to fight, I didn't want goodbye, but I cried alone at night. Your jacket's gone, but your scent remains. Like faded songs still stuck in my veins. I talk to shadows, pretend you're near. Tell myself lies just to calm the fear. I gave you love, I gave you truth. Lost pieces of my youth. Now silence keeps me company, teaching me who I have to be. Ask the stars if this was fair. They didn't answer, they just stared. So I wipe my eyes, learned how to stand with shaking knees and open hands. I tried alone at night when my tears could find thought. Rolling got no disguise, just me against it all. I loved you with my life. You loved without a fight. I didn't want goodbye, so I cried alone at night. Music drops. Maybe pain is just love with nowhere to go. Maybe healing moves painfully slow. If I survive this broken phase, I'll find myself in brighter days. I awkward turns, distant cheers, gentle chorus humming. I cried alone at night, but I survived the fight. You're holding me close, but you're miles away in the silence of things that you never say. Your heart is a room where the door is locked tight, and I'm just a shadow in the pale moonlight. I lean on your chest, hear the beat of your soul, but I'm falling deep down in a bottomless hole. You're touching my skin, but you don't feel the chill of a girl standing here, perfectly still. How can I be so close and yet so far, fading away like a dying star? I'm screaming for help, but you don't hear the sound. I'm lost in the space where I thought I was found. It's a heavy weight, this hollow charms. I'm completely invisible in your arms. You look through my eyes like they're made of glass, watching the ghosts of your own secrets pass. I've become a habit, a ghost in your bed, just a ghost of the words that we once had said. You say that you love me, but your eyes are cold, like a story that's already been bought and sold. I'm right in your reach, but I'm out of your sight, just a flicker of hope in the middle of the night. How can I be so close and yet so far, fading away like a dying star? I'm screaming for help, but you don't hear the sound. I'm lost in a space where I thought I was found. It's a heavy weight, this hollow charms. I'm completely invisible in your arms. Maybe I'm a mirror reflecting your fear. Maybe that's why you can't see that I'm here. But I'm tired of haunting this house that we built. I'm tired of drowning in all of this guilt. How can I be so close and yet so far, fading away like a dying star? I'm screaming for help, but you don't hear the sound. I'm lost in the space where I thought I was found. It's a heavy weight, this hollow charms. I'm completely invisible in your arms. Invisible, invisible in your arms. I memorized the sound of your breathing, like it could keep me from the truth. I held on longer than I should have, just to feel close to you. I learned to smile through the warning signs, pretended love was enough. But every time you walked away, I stayed and called it love. I gave you every part of me, even the parts you couldn't see. So this is goodbye, even though it hurts, even though my heart still burns. I'm letting go of what we were before I lose what's left of her. I loved you more than words could say, but love alone can make you stay. So I walk away in shattered truth. Goodbye, even though it hurts. I was your shelter in the storm, your quiet place to land. But every promise you forgot left cracks in who I am. I blame myself for all your silence, like I wasn't enough. But love shouldn't feel like bleeding just to keep someone's touch. I beg my heart to just hold on, but I knew the end all along. So this is goodbye, even though it hurts, even though I still say your name. I'm laying down the dreams we burned and all the love you couldn't save. I'd rather break than beg for you, then slowly fade in half-truths. I'm choosing me, though I still ache. Goodbye, even though it hurts. If loving you means losing me, then this is where I set me free. I won't stay just to survive. I deserve a love alive. So this is goodbye, even though it hurts, even though the pain remains. I'll carry scars, but not the blame. I won't beg love to stay the same. I gave you all I had to give. Now I learn a new way to live. I'm strong enough to choose the truth. Goodbye, even though it hurts. Stadium crowd rises, soft applause, echoing voices. I loved you honestly and deep, but now I finally let you leave. I'm standing in the light, but I'm feeling the cold. A story of us that was bought and then sold. I looked in your eyes and I saw a home, but you were already building a life of your own. The truth is a poison that moves through my veins, while I'm left here standing, holding the reins. I gave you my keys and the maps to my never thinking you'd tear the whole compass apart. Every promise you whispered was a beautiful lie, a slow motion crash under a violet sky. Now the applause feels like rain on the glass, watching the ghost of our chemistry pass. And I was cheated by the one that I love the most. Now I'm haunted by a shadow, a living ghost. I traded my trust for a handful of dust, watching our silver turn into rust. Yeah, you took the breath right out of my chest and left me to fail your ultimate test. Was it worth the secret? Was it worth the price to burn down the garden and call it advice? I'm rising up from the ashes you made, no longer afraid of the debt that you paid. And I was cheated by the one that I love the most. Now I'm haunted by a shadow, a living ghost. I traded my trust for a handful of dust, watching our silver turn into rust. Yeah, you took the breath right out of my chest and left me to fail your ultimate test. The one I love, I'm taking my heart back now. The spotlight's burning, but I'm feeling the frost, counting the minutes and the words that we lost. I shouted my truth till the sky turned gray, while you just looked on with nothing to say. 1,000-watt smile for the front row tonight, but I'm drowning in shadows just out of the light. I gave you the map to the cracks in my soul, hoping your voice would make the pieces feel whole. But you built a wall out of quiet and air, a cold, heavy curtain that said you weren't there. I'm playing to thousands, but I'm singing to you, waiting for an answer that's long overdue. And your silence hurt more than the loudest goodbye. It was the weight of the rain from a clear blue sky. I could handle the anger, I could handle the sting. Is this how you win? Is this my defeat? I'm screaming into the hollow. I'm screaming just so I can follow the ghost of the sound. And your silence hurt more than the loudest goodbye. It was the weight of the rain from a clear blue sky. I could handle the anger, I could handle the sting, but the quiet you left is the hardest thing. Yeah, your silence hurt more, a slow bleeding cord. I'm done asking questions at your locked door. Just the quiet now is louder than I ever thought. Ooh, it's louder than I ever thought. I'm standing in the space you left behind, tracing all the reasons I could find to make the pieces fit, to make you stay. But love doesn't work that way. I built a house on a foundation, and maybe waiting for the day you'd call me your lady. But the silence was the answer all along. I was just the singer, never the song. I was the one who stayed, the one who tried, while you were always looking for the door. I gave you every piece I had inside until I couldn't find myself anymore. It's a heavy truth, but it sets me free. In every heartbeat, you never chose me. I see the way you look at something new, the spark I spent a lifetime chasing in you. It wasn't that I didn't give enough, or that the road we walked was just too rough. You can't force a heart to see what it wants. You either want to stay or you don't. And now I'm finally learning to breathe again, without wondering when your love might begin. I was the one who stayed, the one who tried, while you were always looking for the door. I gave you every piece I had inside until I couldn't find myself anymore. It's a heavy truth, but it sets me free. In every heartbeat, you never chose me. I'm choosing me now, in the quiet, in the dark. I'm tending to the embers, I'm finding the spark. It's not a failure to have love this deep. It's just a promise I no longer have. sets me free in every heartbeat. You never chose me. No, you never chose me. It's okay. You're finally choosing me. I gave you my patience, I gave you my time. I crossed every line just to keep you mine. I swallowed my pride, learned how to bend. Still somehow I was losing in the end. You said you cared but you looked away. Every promise fell paper thin. I stayed when I should've run, believing love would be enough to win. I kept fixing things you never broke, made excuses just to keep the hope. But hearts don't heal on words alone, and I felt it deep inside my bones. Love was never enough, no matter how hard I tried. I gave you all of me, you still needed more than my life. I held on when you let go, I stayed when you gave up. I learned the hardest truth, that love was never enough. I learned your silence better than your voice, mistook your distance for a choice. I lit myself on fire just to keep you warm, while you watch me slowly burn. Every night I question my worth, wonder what I didn't do right. Turns out loving you meant losing myself every night. I thought love could save us both, but love can't carry this alone. If effort's one-sided pain, then walking away is not in vain. Love was never enough, no matter how deep it went. I forgave what broke me, you forgot what love meant. I cried into empty rooms, prayed for us to be tough, but prayers don't change the truth. Love was never enough. Music softens, piano and ambient guitar swell. Maybe love needs honesty, maybe it needs equality. Not just tears and sacrifice, not just staying through the night. I don't hate you, I just see what this cost inside of me. Sometimes love means letting go to finally let your heart grow. Love was never enough, and now I understand. It wasn't my failure, it was never in my hands. I gave you all I had, more than I should have given up. Now 'cause love was never enough. Soft stadium crowd turns, distant cheers, gentle choir humming, fading slowly. Love was never enough, but I am. Stadium crowd atmosphere, loud applause, great cheers, distant shouts drifting through the air. Hey, hey, the noise fades into a long reverb, a soft electric guitar easing. I forgot my voice trying to hear yours. Close my eyes walking through your storms. I change my colors, soften my truth, just to fit the shape of you. I stopped asking what I needed, started living how you felt. Somewhere between loving you, I started loving myself. I told myself this pain was proof that real love always bleeds a little too. But every time I bent again, I lost another piece of who I am. I lost myself loving you, gave my heart with no defense. I thought that love meant sacrifice, but I sacrificed my sins. I faded just to make you shine, held you while I fell apart. I lost myself loving you, trying to keep your heart. I learned your silence like a song, sang it even when it felt wrong. I stayed quiet, stayed in line, so you'd never leave my side. Mirrors didn't know my face, friends said I had changed. I smiled and said I was okay, but I was breaking every day. I mistook fear for devotion, loneliness for deep emotion. I kept believing if I stayed, you'd love me back the same way. I lost myself loving you, every time I chose your pain. I gave you more than I could hold, still nothing ever changed. I disappeared inside your needs, forgot what freedom felt like too. I lost myself loving you before I ever lost you. Music strips back, piano and the end guitar. Maybe love should feel like home, not like walking on your own. Maybe hearts are meant to grow, not strangers so they won't be alone. I don't blame you for the past, I stayed longer than I should. Now I'm learning how to love the parts of me I misunderstood. I lost myself loving you, but I found her in the pain. Every tear showed me the truth. I don't have to break to stay. I can love and still be whole. I can leave and still be strong. I lost myself loving you, but I won't stay lost forever. Soft stadium crowd returns, gentle cheers, a warm choir hums beneath the final chord. I lost myself loving you. Now